Here on ABC 15 Mornings, we love to give you hope, right? So all new for you this morning, it is a story to get you moving. A couple in their 90s is expected to make a full recovery. This after one was airlifted because of a car crash just over a month ago.
Now, doctors say one passenger survived something called internal decapitation, right? Which has a low survival rate. ABC 15's Jordan Bonke shows us how rehab is just one part of their recovery.
We trust in God, and then we love each other.
For more than 70 years, Gary and Martha Raymer have been at each other's side, holding hands and sharing the journey of life together.
There was a stop sign.
Last month, that journey took them to Casa Grande for a family visit. And Gary says that his foot, it must have slipped because they punched the gas instead of the brake and they crashed their Subaru into a ditch, totaling their car. For a couple in their 90s, the whiplash injured vertebrae for both of them, especially Martha, who needed to be airlifted to the hospital. There she learned the diagnosis of her injuries. Well, it may sound like mythical folklore.
Yes, decapitation.
Dr. Bruno Subarau is with Clear Sky Rehab Hospital in Avondale.
An internal decapitation is when the ligaments that support the skull are torn completely. The muscles stay intact, but statistically, probably about 70% of individuals who have that, it's immediately fatal.
Getting a 30% survival rate when you're 91 years old like Martha led one of the first medical providers to suggest hospice care. But a second opinion showed other doctors Martha could still move much of her body. So this faithful couple said even though they may not be able to bow their head in prayer, they found a way to do that and start rehab.
At the close of that prayer, the doctor who was waiting there for the verdict of whether he should go on, he said, "Is that a yes?" And of course it was.
The couple spent just 15 days in rehab. They attribute their speedy recovery to their faith, determination, and their medical team, even singing their team an original song that they wrote before they were married as they departed rehab.
Let's thank him for making us husband and wife.
A recovery as strong as a bond more than 70 years and counting.
We're already ahead. We have hope.
Raymers right now, they are still recovering at a West Valley assisted living facility. The goal is for them to make it back to their home, and that's actually in Ajo right now. They have lots of family support and obviously a lot of support from that medical team who they attribute along with their faith and their own personal determination to get moving. Of course, they're helping each other there. For those who suffer internal decapitation, I know it sounds like a grim term there. It's even hard to say it on the air. There's only a 30% survival rate. And if you remember back in 2001, it was the NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt. This actually took his life. He is an athlete in that sense, and here we are celebrating a story of a 90-year-old who's able to overcome the injuries of that internal decapitation, and she's expected to make a recovery here. And I can't get over how adorable these two are here. You know, I'd like to think that it's the two of them, their love for one another, that also played a key role here. Kaylee, Megan?
Yeah, I think that is the biggest role. Of course, they've got their team, they've got their faith, but the two of them together, what a fantastic team that can get through anything.
Yeah, I want to hear more from them, right? I love how they're holding hands, they sing together. They're
An
just
original
so
song.
Cute.
An original song.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jordan.
Jordan, what a great story. Thank you for that.